I have already filmed this video once before in the morning जब lighting अच्छी थी and it got deleted. The concept of the video that I film about the booth in this room getting deleted, okay, and not getting uploaded. मैं सुबह से उसको upload करने की कोशिश करती and it was not getting uploaded. That just solidified every single thing that I've said. Not that I am frustrated or I'm crashing out. I am not crashing out. I'm very peaceful. So let's film this again. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If I can figure out how to do that effect, I will. I hate this. Also, we are going to ignore my outfit and my face and my hairstyle and everything else about the video other than the story because I cannot do this again. Anyways, let's get started. Okay, now that the lighting is there, barely, let's start. In 2022, I moved into this house in August of 2022 and we have 3 bedrooms in the house. So one was my parents and one was mine and my sister's, but this was empty. This was supposed to be my grandparents' room, but it just never happens because they didn't want to move in with us because they hate us. So yes, it just never happened. So this room just remained empty. And that's where the booth thought that it could have it, but it didn't know I was there. Cannot let men have anything, dead or alive. So in 2022 only, I start pestering my parents. Please let me have this room. I need it because I also needed my own space because I was in a I hate my sister era. So I needed to be away. So I started begging them for this room and I begged and screamed and cried for 2 years. Then I got this room in 2024. End of 2024, starting of 2025-ish, like at that time I got this room finally. And I set up this like thing over there, if you guys can see, the bookshelf, and I set up my stuff in the room and I set up my everything. So basically I started staying in this room only, like this was my room and I was like, I'm going to stay here only. But every single time at night I could feel a presence in this room. I was weirded out, but I thought that I was being delusional. I thought that I was being schizophrenic. I wasn't, but I thought I was because I don't trust myself on anything. So yes, so I was in the room one night and I was sleeping because I fell asleep. I don't usually sleep in this room. I sleep with my sister because she cannot sleep alone for 2. But yes, I sleep in this. I don't sleep in this room. But at that time, like I think I was too tired to shift, so I just slept here. It was winters only, and and my dad, he usually plays games or like stays in the drawing room. Like stays late at night in the drawing room only, and this room is like connected to the drawing room only. So he usually checks up on me and my sister to see if we are sleeping or not. So at that time I was sleeping and my dad comes and he also like locks the door of this room. So I was sleeping and I hear footsteps and then I hear heavy breathing and then I stop hearing anything. So I just assumed that my dad came to check up on me and to lock the door. And the next morning I wake up and I ask my dad if you were here or not, and he says no, I never came in that room. I was like, oh, that's interesting information. That is the information I didn't know before. My god, I look shocked, but whatever. So I don't think much of it because I also at that time I was also like, wait, this might be like my mind playing games on me and stuff. But after that, every single time I slept in this room, I swear to god, I felt a presence. I always heard someone breathing, walking, or I knew that there was someone else in the room with me at that time. But I didn't say anything because my parents are very religious and they don't believe in stuff. They're like, भगवान पे विश्वास करो, हो जाएगा. But Yes. So this happens, and at one point I grow pretty immune to it. I'm like, okay, I can't do anything about it. So I just stop considering it. And April comes, and it's our last board, and at that time bhoot tha 100%, and I told my friends too, like there's something in this room. So like April comes around and my friends, they come over to get ready, and we had to go somewhere else. So like mera ghar was the getting ready point, and my friend, she sets up the camera right there, and she tells my other friend, like in the video, कि यहाँ पे तो भूत है and something like that, and the phone falls down the second she mentions it. It might sound like a crazy coincidence to you, but to me, keeping all factors aside, that was not a coincidence. That's a real thing happening. So the phone falls down. I can put the video right next to this. The phone falls down, right? And they tell me, and I'm like, okay, that could be a coincidence, but I was like, are we sure? Are we sure? And then what happened is, इस बात को 1 महीना हो जाता है, लाइक मेरे पेपर ख़त्म हो जाते हैं, एंड इट वॉज ईदर मेरी एंट्रेंसेस अभी शुरू हुई नहीं थी या दे हैड स्टार्टेड. एनीवेज, I was late at night. It was like 2 a.m. ish, and I was in this room only because I literally did so many calculations for this room. I was not about to leave it because I thought there was a bhoot in it. That was not gonna happen. It's gonna be my roommate if it wants to, but I'm not leaving this room. So I was just there, right, and I was reading my book, and my ears start ringing so loudly that my head starts hurting. Like I could feel every nerve in my head. So I put my book down and I get out of the room to like drink some water, ask my mom for the bike. The second I step out of the room, my head stops hurting. But the second I step back in the room, my head and like my ears start ringing again, and my head starts hurting again, and it's at like such a high frequency that I can feel the nerves in my brain. How do you explain that? How do you explain that? You cannot explain that. That's not normal. So I'm scared. I'm actually scared. So I pack up all my stuff, and every single night we have to leave the door of this house open because it's like the direct like view, like मेरी balcony का. So my dad like leave this door open for some reason, I don't know. And I leave the door open and I turn off all the lights, and I feel a shiver run up my spine because I don't want to be alone in this room when all the lights are off. And I literally run. I don't look back because I could feel someone staring at me. So I just that was my sister. We are not going to talk about that. So I just run. I run to the other room and I close the doors, and the door of that room kept opening again and again, and that was scaring the shit out of me. Mind you, at this point I was like freaking out. So I closed that room, and I'm like and I still hear like breathing, which is for someone who's dead, this fuck ass ghost breathes a lot, and it's a mouth breather. You are annoying. You are annoying. Breathe through your nose. But whatever. And I close the doors and I'm freaking out, and I'm texting my best friend कि भाई मेरा तो दिमाग ख़राब हो रहा है, and like I don't know what to do, and I'm playing Hanuman Chalisa at the same time. I'm not even that religious, but I was like जो भी इस हुक्म से दूर करे please. So I'm just like playing it. I'm like scared. And उसके बाद it just stops. In the entirety of June, the bhoot's not here, and that's when we make up theories. Basically, from the starting till now, when we moved in, there are 4 bathrooms, and out of them, the 3 bathrooms, they work just fine. This one refuses to work. कभी यहाँ पे टॉयलेट ख़राब हो जाता है, कभी यहाँ पे सिंक टूट जाता है. The sink, it broke. There is no sink in this bathroom. The sink broke. And कभी कुछ ड्रेन ख़राब हो जाता है, हमेशा कुछ ख़राब होता रहता है. So this bathroom has always been unusable. So like the main ear ringing part started when I shifted my closet and my makeup in this bathroom, because like अगर sink नहीं है, it was unusable. So I was like, I'll just treat it as my walk-in closet, like my vanity. So yeah, that's when it started. One day I was like, fuck it, I'm going to shower here. And I went to shower, and I kid you not, shower में से गटर का पानी निकला. गटर का पानी शावर में से आ रहा है, which isn't possible because all the showers are connected to the same thing जहाँ से पानी आता है, and all 3 showers work fine. This was the only one जिसमें से गटर का पानी आ रहा था. You cannot make this shit up. This bathroom has always been unusable. You cannot use this bathroom. So we were like, yeah, the ghost lives in bathroom because it was placed when I moved my closet in, and it was placed when I moved my stuff in. So you could tell that the fuck ass ghost, it lives in the bathroom. Imagine if it just comes out right now. But yes, at this point I was like, me and ghost are like this. We are twins because we are both scared of my dad. We are both like this. So whole month of radio silence, like nothing is happening in this room. I'm staying here at night and I don't hear anything. So I was like, thank God the bitch ass ghost is gone. It wasn't. Yesterday I was just sitting minding my own business, and it wasn't even night. It was like sham ka time, like 7 baje, and my ears start ringing again, and I'm like, oh my God, dead or alive, all men are bothering me right now. So I messaged my best friend, bro, the ears are ringing again. And my friend's like, you're joking, I was just thinking about that room. No. And I'm like, oh. And then she says, oh my God. And I said, don't say God, what if the bhoot gets triggered? And the second I say, like type out God, my ears ring so loudly I had to get out of the room. But I'm not leaving this room anytime soon. I put time and effort into this room, and nobody's going to see me out of it. The bhoot can go. I'm here to stay. And at the same time, my chaperone poster just fell. Okay, homophobic in the beginning of 2025. No one likes you, that's why you're dead, and that's why you're haunting a teenage girl. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Boo, 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 boo. Ha. Nobody likes you. Kill yourself. Well, you are already dead. But yes, I'm going. And when I made this same story time in the morning, and I was like, I'm going to upload it because I haven't uploaded on my YouTube for like 2 months. So I was like, I'm gonna upload it, but it refused to upload itself. It was like, वो upload ही नहीं होता. मुझे 2 घंटे दिखा रहा था, मुझे 2 घंटे बाद भी 2 घंटे दिखा रहा था. The bhoot does not want to be public. I'm giving it an opportunity to be an influencer, and he does not want that. This bhoot wants to stay here, and he does not want to pay the rent. He does not want to do his resourceful activities.